the world was also nervous when AI was coming. So, so from whisper to a wave, how small human shifts create big change in the age of AI. People have accepted AI, and how I was eagerly waiting for my turn, AI was also waiting his turn. So every avalanche begins with a whisper, not a scream or chaos, but a tiny change, and a tiny change can create a big avalanche. So my name is Saurav Kumar. I'm working in Deloitte. I'm an alumnus, and we will move forward. And I hope you enjoy the talk. So avalanche is not a sudden event, and it is same as AI. AI is a disruption that is happening to the world. It is a silent pressure building over time, small triggers, massive outcomes, and that we can see in the world of the current modern world. We are in 2026, and how AI has evolved and become an integral part of everyone. So I don't have a pointer, but the lateral is the people who are working on the AI, and the curve is the change of AI in the modern world. And the intersection point is after COVID, how the world has changed. So the value of disappointment is before 2020, the people were very sad, like how to implement AI. The people were working. Open AI was there in 2018, but it was not exploded as now. And today there is OpenAI of 5.2, and we are using it every day. So this actually happened, and this is a picture how our world has evolved after COVID, and it tells us the value of disappointment before the COVID, how AI was there. And what you think should happen is the people were behind OpenAI and ChatGPT and Google Gemini, but it happened lately due to a disruption, and the COVID happens, and AI also happened. So we move to our next slide. From industrial age to an intelligence age. What does this mean? This picture tells us like there is a robot and there is a human brain. Machines once replaced muscle. AI now amplifies thinking, shift from effort to an intent. So basically, AI is used everywhere. Like for example, earlier mobile phones were sold on the basis of camera and processor, but now they are being sold because of AI and what else that they are bringing with the Google Gemini and ChatGPT, how they are collaborating with that. And in other sectors, for example, manufacturing sectors, they are using AI and Gen AI to reduce their cost and minimize the workforce and create a good number of profit. What and there are other industries, like for example, what I have observed, like in the medical industry, basically there is a huge what you say positive sign of Gen AI, because there we people are accepting that AI and creating reports, the diagnostic reports, and T doctors have the patient's history also. So earlier, a report was generated, and a because in India, we live in India and we have limited number of doctors. So earlier they used to take 3 to 4 days to just analyze one report, but now it can happen in a day, in a few seconds, or in a few minutes. So that has changed the modern world. And so we move forward with the next slide. GenAI use case and agentic AI. So GenAI basically is better version of AI, and it creates human-like text, and it can create new music, and it can help to bring new answers, not copying, but with training the data sets. So what we can see in this picture is future of generative AI. I can ask two questions, like have you heard song Sayara of Ekta Tiger in the version of Kishore Kumar? Like it was viral a few months back. So it is basically they have used generative AI there. And from the next one is Ghibli art, if everyone is familiar with, it was also very much viral, and people were using their image and transforming that to Ghibli art by ChatGPT. So we can see how the world is changing. We are becoming more dependent on these things, and these are very, it satisfies our dopamine in the mind, and it gives relax. How we are happy with the new changes, and we are adapting it every day. Like for example, ChatGPT and Google Gemini. Basically, Google Gemini and ChatGPT are used widely in the country after Google. People are going there and asking questions and reaching to an answer. But we need to understand how it is working. Why we are going there only. We need to understand it is just predicting the answers. And whether we need to accept it or not, we need to understand that also. But before that, I will just tell you something that is coming up and that is very good to the world and bad to the world, that is agentic AI. So agentic AI is basically, it thinks like human being, but it stores memory better than human being. It is a goal oriented in the market. So it can take your jobs also, but it can work faster also. So it is a new thing that is coming to the society, to the environment, and to the country also, and to the world, the agentic AI. So the future of generative AI, music composition, I've already told, the healthcare innovations that I've mentioned, every day there is a new innovation. Then there is cross-domain application, image synthesis, like content creators are very much happy after when AI has come, and they are becoming viral every day, and they are happy with that. So I'm going to the next slide. So what you can see, human versus AI. A human being has brain, but AI don't have brain. It is just we invented that. We invented to make our complex work to work easy, but we are becoming more over dependent on that. We need to understand there is a thin line between over dependent, because as a human being has emotions and has caring nature, and for the sustainability of environment, we need to have a line between human and AI. Because in this world, machines nahi rahenge. We are humans, we need to survive and there. So we need to understand like over dependency is not a great thing. You need to be more uh, more understanding. Just a second. Yeah. Though one question that everyone must be thinking is, will AI replace their jobs? And I think definitely yes, but the traditional ones, you need to upskill yourself. You need to understand how AI works, what is the logic behind the AI thing, and where we are heading to. We need to understand how it works, how it is going to, and how it will affect our work. Like for example, there are different LLM models that are there. So you need to understand the working of LLM models, and it can see the from whisper to wave, how small shifts can create a big impact to the world. AI is there, but many scams are also there. People are doing scams, and I'm very sad about that. But you can mitigate that with the use of AI only. AI can help to mitigate that thing. You can, by human brain cannot mitigate that thing. You need to understand how AI is working, and you need to mitigate all the scams there. So I move to the next slide. The ripple effect basically is a small thing that is happening, and it is disrupting everything, and in a positive way. Let me tell you my story regarding the ripple effect. Way back in 2016, I passed out from school and I was not knowing what to do. But I was knowing one thing, that I need to pay my bills, and then I need to handle my expenses. So I started teaching home tuitions for 6 years, and before coming to Gokle, I closed that. But it was just the beginning. When I joined college in my UG, I I find that I had taken many initiatives in that day. I was the founder and president of Quiz Society when I joined college in Diu, Sri Aurobindo College. And in next year, I changed my college because I wanted to pursue economics, but with 1 marks, I couldn't. It takes one year from me. So I went to CVS, College of Vocational Studies, and I pursued Bachelor of Business Economics honors. And that time I was doing so much of volunteering thing, teaching and doing other things also. So there I again took initiative. Then I again became the founder and president of Rotaract Club of CVS and formed team of our 120 people from 0 to 120 in a year, and we won around 16 awards over the district. And next year I formed my own department that was not there because we were sharing with the economics team. So these are the small initiatives that I have done, and I have taken some courage, and that has shaped my career. Then after that, after passing out, I joined a startup company from scratch, worked for 2.5 years there, and understand what are clients, how the world are going, and what are sales, the profits. So from there, then I joined Gokhale to pursue master's economics and to work. Now I'm working in Deloitte. So this is a ripple effect in my life. Like one initiative can change the world, and what it has shaped my life and it has shaped my career. Moving forward, cycle of small wins. It is very important to understand cycle of small wins. Uh, like you cannot achieve a goal by within a day or within a second. Like you're thinking, okay, I want to climb a mountain. Sorry, not tree. My bad. So climb a mountain. So you cannot climb in a day or in a second. You need small steps, small wins to reach there. So uh, in lives also, with the help of AI, you can win small wins. For example, I can say if anyone is taking loan and he don't have any knowledge regarding loan, how it is worked, and if you're taking loan from SBI bank and there you go and ask like how I can like achieve this in 10 years or something, they will say kal aana, this is lunch is going on. So for this you can use the chat GPT and LLM models for making your lives more easier to understand and solve the problems. And so there are other examples also people are using for their planning and for their trips if you're going outside or in within India for 20 days or something. So it can help to solve small problems. And the last which I heard from my friend, he was in a remote location and there was no doctor for him nearby. So he used the LLM model to understand, and he treated his parents with the basic needs. So he helped his parents to achieve that thing. So this is the positive thing that we have from AI. But the negative thing is also there that we are over dependent and it is not good for sustainability. I will move forward to the next slide. So I will be ending. So there are some tips and suggestions for students because it's a placement season going on in the campus, and I have also been through this phase. So there will be some rooms filled with tears and some rooms filled with joy. So be just self-aware about yourself, your skills, your strengths and weakness. Be confident with your work, be focused on your goal, be consistent with your work. You need to understand like what is your interest and where you can go through. It's not, you cannot go and just, if data science is there, you cannot go just for the data science. You need to understand how data science works, how GenAI works, how AIs work, how people are accepting AI as a tool for themselves, how companies are accepting that. You need to understand the industry also. Like there are various industry and they are using different AI tools. So you need to understand that also. So this is a tip for students, and I will be closing. So from whisper to wave, AI may be the present and the future, but we are the architects of both. The future isn't just happening to us, but we are only creating it. Thank you, everyone.